dears, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos when I can. Yes, you're not crazy. I am wearing the same outfit, same everything, because guess what? I am filming 2 videos in one sitting, and you know what? I really don't care if you see me twice with the same makeup or the same everything, because today's makeup is absolutely stunning, and to be honest, this is like my favorite shirt. It's very comfortable. So you've already read the title, you know what I'm talking about here, and that is a whole bunch of my current favorites. If you're new around here, I usually don't do favorites that often because it takes me a while to really determine like what are some of my favorite things. I am a consumer. I like to purchase makeup all the time. I currently have 2 packages on their way here because I love makeup and I love buying it and I love trying it and I love, you know, testing it. So I feel like my favorites are every like 3 to 6 months, to be honest, because they have to be products that I am constantly, and I mean constantly reaching for. I think that's it. That's all the babbling I'm gonna do for this intro. Let's just get into my favorites. Yes. I wanted to talk about these products in the order in which I apply them in, but I'm trying to figure out what came first. Let's talk about this guy first. This will come at no surprise. Like, I have been wanting this blush for so long, and something in the universe, like the stars aligned, I don't know, I'm being over dramatic. Like, it ended up being where it was a free gift on elf.com. I purchase on elfcosmetics.com like once a month or something crazy like that. And in this particular month, when I hit my, you know, $45 mark, they offer free gifts. And this just happened to be one of them. And I have been wanting this primer-infused blush in the shade Always Spicy for forever. It looks intimidating, it looks scary, don't get me wrong, but this looks beautiful. It legit just makes me look like I'm sunburned, and I love that look in a blush. Like, I feel like prior to the sunburned look that I like achieving now, I was always looking for peachy or coral or like, you know, orange shades, but now it needs to be deep and dark and something where I can lightly tap into, because she is pigmented and she is pretty strong in color, but it looks like I've just been out in the sun all day. And I love applying this all over the cheeks, up above here into my hairline, as well as my temples to, again, give me that beautiful, like, burnt, sun-kissed look. I live in San Diego, California, and I don't go to the beach as often as you think I would. And I just want to look like I do, okay? I want to fit in with like the rest of the people who do go to the beach every day. Like, I'm just not that kind of person. Something about the sand in between my toes, just like, ugh. I love this blush. It's so beautiful, you know, and if it could fit me, I am a light to medium skin tone. I feel like it could work for lighter skin tones than me, as well as deep complexion, quite universal. On top of that, this could be like your one and done. You could totally skip bronzer that day and just apply this guy all over the cheeks and in that general area, and you will just look like a sunburned goddess in the most beautiful, flattering way. Like, it's incredibly underrated. I mean, not this line. Like, these blushes have had a really good rep for a really long time, but just this shade in particular, like, nobody ever talks about Always Spicy, and she is spicy in the best way possible. Oh man, I love spicy foods. Like hot Cheetos. It's like hot Cheeto spicy. I'm so stupid. Moving on, I want to talk about this palette forever. This palette is incredible. This is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. This was a holiday limited edition product, but I'm pretty sure they still have it. I got mine at Sephora. I believe, I can't remember how much I paid for this. I don't remember how much I paid for some of these products, but I'll have prices listed down below, as well as links if you are curious or wondering how much I paid. But this palette is my everyday go-to right now. Like, if I'm gonna put on makeup, I will about 85% of the time reach for this palette. Everything is in here. I love everything that lives in this palette. The highlighter is what I am wearing on my face today. Clearly I didn't use the blush, but that's because I used the Always Spicy blush. The blush in here is quite nice. It is a sort of what is that called? A cream to powder blush, which is really, really nice. Super duper smooth. It has a beautiful, beautiful neutral, like pinky tone to it, which is going to be fitting for lots and lots of people. I traveled with this as well. I love taking this with me because it literally has anything and everything I need. I clearly have all of these shades on my eyes today. I have been wearing this palette in just about every single video. It's just so easy to grab it and, you know, create a very simple look. I am one of those weird people that follows the, you know, exact like instructions, because each of the shades are labeled as inner corner, transition, crease, outer corner, and smoke, which makes it so easy for like beginners. If you're a beginner at any point or stage of your life, like it makes it really, really easy. And I personally just enjoy not having to think about what I'm going to put into my crease. What am I going to use in the outer corner? What am I going to put all over the lid? Like sometimes I can sit there and stare at a palette and think like, what am I going to do today? And I can't just like start without planning everything out. Maybe that's my OCD. I don't know, but I love that it's all labeled for me and it's like dummy proof, you know, like it's just going to make it so easy for you. And I have all of these shades, every single one of these shades on my eyes today, and it just complements me so well. Next up is one of these Melt Ultra Matte Gel Liners. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is incredible. I actually want to purchase a few more shades because I've never experienced gel liner like this before. This is a legitimate gel-like formula that dries super duper matte. It's incredibly easy to work with. On top of that, this shade Burnish is beautiful. It's like the most beautiful burgundy, like reddish tone that just complements like brown eyes like this. I mean, any eye, to be honest. Like this shade is just so beautiful, but it complements just about any sort of like brown like tone of eyes. Like I just think it's so much prettier than like a black eyeliner. And now that I've tried this, I feel like I need this in multiple shades. It actually has that gel-like consistency. I feel like in the past when I've purchased pot eyeliners like this, the formula seems to be a little bit more of like a putty type of consistency, where it's a little bit harder, a little bit chunkier, like not as smooth or as like fluid as this. Legit is like, you know, like a gel moisturizer that has like creamy, almost like gelatin kind of consistency. Like this has that, and I've never had that before. Like I've never tried anything like this, and this is superior to all of the pot like eyeliners that I've ever used in my life. I used to be a huge fan of these guys. However, I just hated that they would dry out so quickly. But I feel like because of the formula of this one in particular, like that's just not gonna happen for a really long time. Or if I leave the cap, you know, off or whatever, which gasp, I would never do. But I love the creaminess of this product. It's so easy. You'll see in the demo, because I am demoing all of these products. Obviously, I should have said that before, but it just glides on like butter, and it has like the texture of like warm butter that sits on your counter, you know, like it just feels so nice. It doesn't like skip a beat or whatever. Like it glides on super smooth. I don't get like, sometimes my eyelids can get a little bit on the drier side, and if I have a lot of eyeshadow on and I'm applying one of those like gel liners or even just a regular liquid liner, I feel like you get little skid marks on your eyes, and it's just not cute. I want a smooth line that just looks beautiful, and this gives that to me every single time. They have a ton of different shades that, you know, I'm gonna do it. In the next few weeks, I may just purchase one or two here at a time because they are just so good, like incredibly underrated. And although it's a bulky packaging and you have to pack a brush if you were like to say travel or whatever, like it's worth it. Like there's nothing like it. On top of that, although it looks glossy as hell, it dries matte. Like it dries fully matte. It lasts forever. I have super watery, itchy eyes because I suffer from allergies constantly, and this will not budge. No matter how much my eyes cry, it will not budge. Another eye product. I have 3 eye products this time. Like I've been really enjoying them, so I gotta tell you about them. Next up is the ColourPop Color Stick in the shade Fave Things. Now I purchased this shade because it was like a cream colored shade, and I thought this was going to be a really, really good eyeshadow primer. However, I haven't used it for eyeshadow primer. I've been using it in the waterline, and you guys, this is so nice. It's incredibly creamy. It just goes on, like, look at that. It's super smooth, super creamy. I mean, it's an eyeshadow stick, so it's meant to be used as an eyeshadow. On top of that, it's meant to be used as liner. Like, it has multiple purposes, and I love this and this shade in the waterline. They also come with a sharpener, which is genius. I love that. The stick is pretty small compared to other eyeshadow sticks. However, if I'm just using this in the waterline, it's gonna last a long time, so yeah. I am tempted to pick up the Vault of all of the matte ones in particular because I love this formula so much. I want all of them. I want all of them just so that I could wear different color liners in the waterline, because this in the waterline is so smooth, so comfortable. Sometimes I feel like when you're trying to apply an eyeliner, it could be scratchy or kind of like painful or uncomfortable, but this just glides beautifully. And on top of that, it is the most long-lasting like liner that I have put in the waterline thus far. Like, it will not budge. Look like this the rest of the day, and you can actually see it. Do you ever like put on an eyeliner and then like maybe a few hours later, like it's just gone, or there's like patches, or you know, if you have watery eyes like myself, like you've cried a lot of it out? Like, it doesn't happen with this. Like, I think it's waterproof. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll have it linked down below. I'm thinking it is waterproof, and that's probably why it lasts so long and why it just looks so great all day long. Like, you just can't go wrong with that little stick. Okay, 2 more products to talk about here. The next one is the Merit Beauty Mascara. I mentioned this in the Merit Beauty video that I did not so long ago, that this is superior to all of the mascaras that I have tried so far. I love the Rare Beauty one, and I mentioned that in that video too. It is one of my favorites, and I have a backup of that one because I love it so much. But this is just a little bit better in 2 different ways. One, it's a tubing mascara, which is so fantastic, especially if you just wear mascara, like, you know, just to look cute with a little bit of mascara on. I love just wearing mascara by itself sometimes with a bare face. It comes off like literally with water. You could just wash your face at the end of the day, and the tubes just boop, boop, boop. It also builds like a dream. You can sit there and layer this product over and over and over and over and over again, and it will not clump whatsoever. Like, I actually applied this on top of my lash primer, and sometimes my lash primer can actually clump up other mascaras just because, you know, you've got multiple layers of multiple things on your eyelashes, and clumping is normal when you have lots of things on your eyelashes. But this will not clump, not even with my lash primer. Like, it will just continue to lengthen the lashes and make them super duper cute. Like, I don't get too much volume from this product, but I do get length. And you know what? Some days that's all I want. Some days I want volume and length. Some days I just want length. Like, but this mascara is just so great. And on top of it all, no smudging, no raccoon eyes or panda eyes or whatever you want to call it. Like, it will stay clean all day. Like, oh, and no flaking. No flaking either. Oh my God, this is like the best mascara I think I've ever tried. I love the wand, the packaging, everything. It's just so good. Like, if you are in the market for a high-end mascara, I totally recommend this one. She is gorgeous. Last but not least, another ColourPop product. ColourPop re-released their blotted lips, and back in the day when this first came out, I was a huge fan of the blotted lip because it is a nice wash of color. I'm not a big fan of lip products. I know I'm alone on that one. So many people like lip products, but I just don't like the feeling of stuff on my lips that isn't just chapstick. I have very dry, crusty lips. You could see all the little fine lines in my lips all day, every day, and I just prefer to put on literally just chapstick, you guys. Like, chapstick is my life, okay? When the blotted lips came out, I love that it was just a like nice, very light wash of color that felt like I had just nothing on. Like, that is my my goal when it comes to lips. I want to feel like there's nothing on my lips like at all times, and I want to forget that I have it. On top of that, because they're not super duper pigmented, you know, it's just flattering. It's just like a flattering wash of color. That's what I've got on my lips. I have mine in the shade, what shade are you in? On Film. Beautiful, beautiful, like everyday, almost like a Your Lips but better color. Definitely complements like the makeup I've got going on today, but it's just perfect. And if you have to wear a mask all day, like this would be what I would wear if I had to wear a mask. Like that's a slight tint, very comfortable. It almost has like a matte finish, which is even more realistic. Like it's not like my lips look glossy and juicy all day long. Like it just is flattering in every way. They smell like salted caramel, and I love that smell so much. It's my favorite, and it just wears so well. You can eat, drink, wear your mask, like just live your life, and it just won't like, you won't even notice that it's been disrupted, or you won't notice that it's come off or anything like that. Super easy to reapply, of course, because it's just a one and done kind of thing. You can keep this in your bag or in your pocket because it's so small and compact. They have come up with so many different shades, and they actually did come out with like a glossy version of this product that I'm almost tempted to try, but I've always been a fan of the blotted lips, and I still continue to be, and I'm so glad they brought this formula back. Like, so glad they brought it back. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoyed my favorites this time around. I am so happy I finally sat down and did this video, because I was like dying to talk about these products, like in particular that I mentioned today, that I wholeheartedly love. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your current favorites are and products that you just have to reach for all the time. Like I said, these products are just like doing it for me. Specifically that gel liner. Ooh, do you know how nice it is to just do like a wash of color and that gel liner? Like, so yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye-bye.